Hi guys, today I will be showing you how to make this mini muffin or mini cupcake for your Barbie or American Girl doll. As you can see, it's smaller than my original cupcake design and it's a simpler design. You'll need 30 single rubber bands to make it, and you can make it on the monster tail or any loom configuration. You just have to use 6 pegs, and it can also obviously be a topper for your pencil if you want. So let's get started. I'm going to make mine brown, and this is from the Rainbow Loom skin color pack. So I'm taking a single and I'm going to cover 6 pegs. So taking 6 rubber bands, covering 6 pegs, going around, creating a hexagon. And you can do this on the monster tail or any other loom. You just need to cover 6 pegs. Once you covered the 6 pegs like that, push it down. We're going to take 2 single rubber bands, and we'll do take 3 sets. So 2 single rubber bands, we're going to stretch it from one peg, cross it in the center, and put it on the other peg across from it. And repeat that 2 more times, taking 2 single bands, looping it on the next peg, and crossing it over to the peg across from it. So now you've covered 4 pegs. And the last 2 set of rubber bands, cover the last 2, which are these 2. I'm stretching it from one all the way to the other. So you have a total of 6 rubber bands, 2 each, and you covered 6 pegs. Like that. And that's what it should look like. And if you don't have a peg in the center, you don't need it. It's just in the way. It's better, but if it's there, it's okay also. We're working around it. So now we are going to take the bottom 2 bands, go around each peg, and pull it up and over to the center, and just go around your loom, pulling the bottom 2 bands up and over to the center of your loom. That's what your cupcake or muffin should look like right now, with these bands sticking out in the center. Push the loops down on each peg. Now we're taking a single rubber band, and we'll just come around, creating our hexagon again. That's 6 single rubber bands coming around your loom. That's what it should look like. Once again, we're going to get the 2 bottom loops and pull it up and over, hold the top bands down to the center, and you should have 2 bands left on each peg. Just go around your loom. Hold your bands down so it doesn't pop up. That's what it should look like. Push it down. The next step, we are going to take these center bands and loop it right to the 2 pegs nearest to it. So I'm getting a band, and this will go on these 2. So I'm putting one side because this is in the way. I'm pulling the other side and put it on that one. So you're just pulling the bands, these center bands, right onto the 2 pegs that are closest to it. So this one is near this one, so I'm pulling and putting it on that peg there. And so it doesn't twist, I only put one side. And here, this one, putting it on this peg. And now those 2 are done for that band. And this one, once again, I'm looping to the 2 pegs closest to it. And the other band is sitting right there and I don't want it to cross. So if you put it like this, you push down this other band. So we want to put this other band first, and then you can finish this side. So that one band is on these two pegs, so that one's done. And we'll get this one band here, our last one, on this peg, and the side from this one, put it on that peg, so that one's done. And I'm just going around, grabbing the bands and looping it right onto the 6 pegs. So once you're done, it should look like that. I hope that wasn't too confusing, but in the end, you want all the bands to be on the 6 pegs, the bands that were sticking up in the center, and it should form the hexagon shape like that. And now we're going to once again grab the bottom 2 bands, loop up and over to the center, just going around all 6 pegs. Push it down. So that's what your configuration should look like right now. Let's add more bands. Again, we're taking a single and we're just covering all 6 pegs. So take 6 single bands, and you can start with any peg. Just make sure you form the hexagon shape. Go under, grab the bottom 2 bands, loop up and over to the center for all 6 pegs. And there should be 2 loops left on each peg. Push it down. Now we're on our last 6 rubber bands. We're going to cinch our cupcake or muffin a little bit, taking a single, twist, double it onto itself, and we're going to cover the 6 pegs, but we're going to skip 1, cover these 2, single, twist, double, skip 1 and cover those 2, single, twist it, double it. So now you have 3 single bands that has been doubled, covering 6 pegs, leaving spaces in between. I'm going to go and grab the bottom 2 bands and pulling it on the single we doubled. Go around the 6 pegs. We're taking our last single 3 bands and we're covering the spaces. So taking that single and just putting it straight across where the spaces are. So that's 3 single bands covering the spaces. Now we're going to go under, grab the bottom 2 bands and loop up and over to the center. And I'm going to do the other side that goes onto this one rubber band so we don't get ourselves confused. So pull the bottom 2 bands up and over onto that single, and we're going to tie it off. Get one side and the other side off your loom, off of those 2 pegs. The loops are now onto your hook, and pull the back side over the front and pull it to tie it off like that. Let's repeat for this one. Go under, grab the bottom 2 bands, pull it up and over to the center, get that band or the loops off the peg onto your hook, and pull the back side over the front of the hook and tie it off. And repeat for the last one. Pulling the bands off of your peg and tie your muffin off. Now let's pull it off the loom. There's your mini muffin. You have these strings that are out, and you can leave one out if you want to attach it to your doll's hand. If not, you can put your hook through the center, and we're going to tuck it in. We're going to pull it through the top. It'll stick out like that, and we can put a hook through the other side and grab the loop from the top and pull it in to tuck it like that so it's not visible. Or you can fish it through the bottom of your cupcake. It's up to you, or a muffin. Once again, put your hook through, grab your slip knot band that's sticking out and pull it through the top so it's nicely tucked. Go in the side and pull and tuck in that band. My last one, same thing. I'm going to go from the top, fish it through the bottom, grab that slip knot band, pull it through the top, and going on the side, or you can go through the bottom. This one came loose. Just pull it back down through another hole so that way it's tucked in. Adjust your muffin. So there's your mini muffin or mini cupcake. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.